General Hospital spoilers reveal that Willow, after facing betrayal from Drew and Nina, is no longer the weak woman she once was. She is gradually changing, from someone who was suffering into a strong woman determined to take revenge. With the pain in her heart and an overwhelming sense of betrayal, Willow decides that she will not let Drew and Nina escape the consequences of their deceitful actions. Not only does she want them to pay for deceiving her, but she also wants to take control and reshape everything in a way that she feels is most just. These acts of vengeance will not only hurt Drew and Nina but may also disrupt her relationships completely. Every act of revenge Willow plans to carry out will increase the tension in her life and the lives of those around her. The plans she lays out are not merely about confronting Drew and Nina, but they could also tear apart the close relationships she once trusted. Willow is no longer just a victim of deceit, but someone who wants to completely alter the situation, even imposing destructive decisions on the people she once loved. These actions could make her lose not only Drew and Nina but also those around her, leaving her isolated and caught in a cycle from which she cannot return. However, the change Willow is trying to create is not an easy decision. While she feels that she is in control, in reality, every step she takes could lead to unforeseen consequences. As Willow becomes more determined to exact her revenge, she begins to realize that she is pushing herself into a battle where Drew and Nina are not her only enemies, she may also be at odds with herself. These actions could cost her everything she has built and leave her deeply regretful of the things she has done. She may have to face loneliness, and more importantly, the destruction of the very values she fought to protect. This leads to an uncontrollable change in Willow's life. Every decision she makes will create a series of events that could completely alter the lives of those around her, especially Drew and Nina. The price Willow must pay could be steep, and she may not anticipate the consequences. As she moves further into this war, where nothing is as it once was, her actions will leave people bewildered and create an atmosphere of tension where no one can predict what will happen next. If Willow goes through with her actions, not only Drew and Nina but even she will face major upheavals in her life. She may lose herself in this act of vengeance, as the obsession with repaying the betrayal could lead her deeper into wrong decisions. However, once she starts, this revenge could extend not only to Drew and Nina but to those closest to her. This story is not only about Willow seeking revenge but also a valuable lesson about suffering, the ruthlessness when faced with betrayal, and ultimately, whether revenge truly brings peace or only an endless cycle of pain and loss. These events are making Willow's life crazier than ever, as she not only wants to change Drew and Nina but is also facing profound changes within herself. Willow's story serves as a reminder of whether revenge truly brings what she desires or only leads to the destruction of everything she once cherished. Willow's story is entering a complex and tense phase as she decides to take revenge on Sasha and Nina, whom she feels have betrayed her. Willow's relationships with Cody Chase might be seen as a form of retaliation, but the depth of these relationships goes beyond mere revenge. As Willow begins to have emotional interactions with both Cody Chase, not just for revenge but also to hide the tangled emotions inside her, this situation quickly becomes more complicated. While she may think she is in control of everything, as her feelings between them deepen, things will no longer be as simple. If this situation leads to Willow becoming pregnant with either Cody or Chase, the story will enter an entirely new level of madness. Being pregnant would be a significant turning point in Willow's life. This would not only be a sign of revenge on Sasha and Nina but would also create massive changes in her life. Willow will not only have to face the responsibility of being a mother but will also grapple with the internal conflict between revenge and true love. The complexity of this situation will cause every relationship in Willow's life to become even more strained, especially her relationships with Cody or Chase and those around her. The decisions Willow makes to seek revenge will not only affect her but will also have wide-reaching impacts on others, especially Cody, Chase, Sasha, and Nina. If Willow is truly pregnant with one of these men, this will raise significant questions about responsibility, family relationships, and the future of the child. Her relationships with those around her will be tested to the extreme, as feelings and revenge intertwine, making everything ambiguous and uncontrollable. Willow's revenge may cause her to lose close relationships she once had, as people begin to realize that her actions are not only about revenge but also irreversible choices. As these events unfold, Willow will face unprecedented difficult situations in her life. She will not only face personal loss and betrayal but will also have to confront the wrong decisions she has made. The pregnancy may not only be a result of her revenge but also a way Willow reacts to the pain and emotional deprivation she has experienced. However, this child will not only symbolize revenge but will also mark a complete change in Willow's life. A child could change how she views love, family, and the relationships in her life. The madness in this story comes from how Willow tries to control everything and the relationships around her. As she realizes that not everything can be controlled, she will have to face significant consequences. Willow will have to learn how to deal with the complex emotions inside her, realizing that revenge does not always bring the peace she desires. Having a child with Cody or Chase could offer Willow an opportunity to find peace in her soul, but it would also serve as a reminder of irreversible decisions, where the relationships and paths she has chosen could lead to an outcome she cannot imagine. This situation will create a major turning point, not only in her relationship with Cody and Chase but also in a confrontation with herself. As the madness of the revenge plan becomes clearer, Willow will have to decide whether she will continue down this path or stop and try to heal the wounds she has created. Willow's story will not only be about revenge but also a journey of self-discovery and how she faces the inevitable consequences of the decisions she made in the past. Willow is at a major crossroads in her life as she decides to cut ties with both Nina and Drew. This decision is not only a huge shock to them but also a clear sign of the pain and disappointment Willow feels after everything that has happened. Willow's relationship with her mother, Nina, and her partner, Drew, has been severely tested by secrets and betrayal. Willow not only feels betrayed by her closest loved ones but is also faced with an unbearable sense of dishonesty and deceit that she cannot ignore. Willow's rejection of both Nina and Drew creates a huge upheaval in the storyline, as she faces the inevitable consequences of this decision. She not only severs ties with the most important people in her life but also struggles with the feelings of loss and loneliness. However, this also marks a crucial turning point in Willow's journey, as she realizes that in order to protect herself and those she loves, she must be strong and not allow others to control her life any longer. However, just as Willow begins to rebuild her life, she faces a new challenge, the battle for custody of Wiley and Amelia. This is a tense battle not only between her and her loved ones but also an intense intellectual duel with those she cannot avoid. If this battle escalates, Willow will have to make significant decisions regarding the future of her children, as she faces not only personal pain and loss but also the responsibility of protecting her children's best interests. The relationship between Willow and those around her, especially Nina and Drew, can never return to what it was. Even though Willow has severed ties, she will still have to deal with the tension and fractured relationships, as every decision she makes could impact the future of Wiley and Amelia. The custody battle will be a difficult fight, as Willow knows that the people she once loved may do anything to take custody of her children, and she must protect everything she has built. As this battle heats up, Willow will face immense pressure from both outside and within. The conflict between protecting her family and following her personal principles will force her to make difficult decisions. Will she be able to hold her ground and fight for the welfare of her children, or will she be drawn into a battle she cannot control? Willow's story now is not just about betrayal and love but also about the struggle to regain control of her life and protect those she loves from outside forces. Willow's return will mark a turning point in her life, especially after all the losses and heartache she has endured. The challenges in Willow's relationships with Drew and Nina, the secrets revealed, and the betrayal she has suffered have made her a stronger woman, but also one full of wounds. Michael, whom Willow has always trusted and loved, will now be the one to help her rebuild her faith in love and family. Their relationship, once troubled, will now have the chance to be reborn, overcoming the challenges of the past and becoming a stronger bond than ever before. Michael is not only her partner but also a solid support for Willow during this difficult time. Their ability to weather the storm together will lay a strong foundation for their love. This will be a major step forward for Willow as she can regain stability and happiness, things she has lost along the way. Their relationship will not only be a rekindling of emotional connection but also a journey of rediscovering the values in life and the relationships they once shared. However, Michael's return will also bring significant changes to Willow's storyline. Their love may grow stronger, but it will not be without its challenges. A large part of the story will revolve around Willow facing unresolved issues from the past, from rebuilding family relationships to adjusting new expectations and responsibilities in life. Motherhood and raising Wiley and Amelia, along with crucial decisions about custody, will be an important part of Willow and Michael's journey to rebuild their lives. Willow will need to learn how to balance love and responsibility, which won't always be easy, especially when old relationships still exist and could cause obstacles. Her relationship with her mother, Nina, and with Drew remains unhealed and may pose a major challenge for Willow as she begins to rebuild her life with Michael. Will Willow be able to continue her relationships with those who betrayed her, or will she have to sever ties entirely to protect her new family? Willow's story is not just about healing and rekindling love between her and Michael, but also about learning to forgive past wounds and finding balance between new responsibilities and her own dreams. Rebuilding love won't be an easy journey, but with Michael's return, Willow will have the opportunity to open a new chapter in her life, one full of hope and new beginnings. This also means that Willow will have to face profound changes within herself. Loving Michael is not just about resuming a disrupted relationship, but it's an opportunity for her to reconnect with herself, to love and care for her family in a way she never had the chance to before. However, this relationship will be tested and must overcome barriers from the past, particularly in the context of family and custody, which are becoming an increasingly tense battle. The relationship between Michael and Willow will not only be about restoring love but also about rebuilding their lives, an opportunity for them to start over and seek the happiness they both deserve. Their story will continue to unfold with difficult situations and important choices, but above all, love and unity will be the key factors in leading them to a brighter future. Willow is standing at a critical juncture in her life as she decides to fight for custody of Sasha's child. This decision not only creates a major conflict between her and Sasha but also pushes their long-standing friendship into a challenging crossroads. They were once close friends, sharing joys, sorrows, and important moments in life. But now, this battle will change everything between them, as their friendship is tested by the custody fight over a child, each of them having their own reasons to protect the child. Willow, with deep love for the child and the desire to provide a stable future, feels she could do better raising Sasha's child. She believes that with all her love and care, she can offer a better environment for the child, especially as Sasha faces difficulties and challenges in her own life. However, this also forces Willow to face the unpleasant truth that custody is not always decided based on feelings or personal desires. Custody must be carefully considered based on stability, ability to provide care, and other practical factors. For Sasha, Willow's decision is not only a shock but also an attack on her own rights. Sasha, even though she may be facing many struggles, is still the biological mother of the child and will not easily give up the right to care for her own child. She has been through so much to keep the child with her and loves the baby with all she has. Willow, whom she once considered a close friend, deciding to fight for the child will deeply hurt her and create a confrontation that Sasha cannot ignore. This battle will not only take place in the courtroom but will also be a battle over values, emotions, and the responsibilities each person must bear. Willow will have to deal with the torment of seeing Sasha suffer, not wanting to hurt her, but at the same time, she will do everything in her power to protect the child she loves. Sasha, meanwhile, will not be able to sit idle while she feels threatened by the friend she trusted. She will do everything to keep her child and protect her rights, despite Willow's opposition. As this battle escalates, things will become increasingly tense. The relationship between Willow and Sasha will not only be threatened but could completely collapse as each feels betrayed and hurt. This tension will affect all the relationships around them, as others in the family and their friends will be pulled into this fight, forced to stand in the middle and witness the pain of both women. This raises questions not only about friendship but also about love, responsibility, and the choices each person faces in life. In particular, if the custody battle turns into a prolonged struggle with no clear resolution, it will completely alter both Willow's and Sasha's lives. Willow will have to face the consequences of this decision, as she not only hurts Sasha but may lose a friend she once considered family. Meanwhile, Sasha will have to start over, facing loss and finding ways to rebuild her life in difficult circumstances. This story is not just about a custody battle. It's also about the internal struggle each person faces in balancing love, responsibility, and friendship. Will Willow be able to protect the child she loves without losing her close relationship with Sasha? Will Sasha find a way to overcome the sense of betrayal and continue to care for the child she gave birth to? These questions will create a confrontation not only between the two women but also between the values, responsibilities, and love they must face in the custody battle. As events unfold, this story will not just be a battle but also a journey of self-discovery, about the sacrifices each person must make and how each character faces the difficulties of maintaining family stability. Both Willow and Sasha must confront difficult decisions, and the ultimate outcome will be a major change not only in their relationship but also in the lives of those around them.